Yeah, good news for independent artists, and this is across the board, right?
What
From
board?
music
Surfboard?
artists, drawing
Actors,
artists, actors,
TVCs, everything.
TVCs.
As long as you
Even Grab.
freelance.
Even Grab is considered.
As long as you freelance.
Yeah, good news for independent
Great news
artists,
for independent
and this is across the board, right?
What
From
board?
music
Surfboard?
artists, drawing
Actors,
artists, actors,
TVCs, everything.
TVCs.
As long as you
Even Grab.
freelance.
Even Grab is considered.
As long as you freelance.
So legally, this means that just causes that maybe you and that person would have fought and things didn't go really well. The company can terminate the contract with you, right? Or you terminate the contract with the company, or if the payment is not made, right? And it can be proven that the payment is not made within the stipulated period, they can terminate the contract either way, right? Welcome back to another episode of Top Talks.
Talk.
We got
Kid raw.
Boy, that's it.
an LJ. Sorry, may please back lah.
Okay.
Tak ada echo. As usual, we are unfiltered, unbiased, and unmotherfucking
Apologetic.
Yeah. So, today we're going to talk about FINAS.
Finance.
The FINAS. FINAS.
They want to talk about finance.
So we're
Following
going
the
to talk about
Fibonacci
FINAS'
sequence.
new ruling that was launched September 9th, 2025, which is protecting gig workers.
Freelancers.
Freelance workers.
Good news for
Freelancers.
independent artists.
Yeah, good news for independent
Great news
artists.
for independent
And this is across the board, right?
What
From
board?
music
Surfboard?
artists, drawing
Actors,
artists, actors,
TVCs, everything.
TVCs.
As long as you
Even Grab.
freelance.
Even Grab is considered.
As long as you freelance.
Yeah,
it's
as long as you freelance, right? Like generally across the board, right? So, which is a very good ruling because I think it's a step forward in focusing for
Independence.
independent artists.
You want me
right?
to list it down? Like,
list
yeah,
it down.
one
list it
kid.
down.
to, I
Tell
don't
us.
know how to read
So we can
What
do-
are the-
we could do like
Satu, melindungi hak pekerja gig. Dua, kewajipan entiti kontrak. Tiga,
Yesterday was gonna list
mengawal
down the
selia
companies that were
terima dan
involved.
syarat perjanjian perkhidmatan. Empat, mekanisme penyelesaian pertikaian. Lima, penubuhan majlis perundingan. Six, tribunal pekerja gig. Melindungi keselamatan
Bros reading lah.
melindungi keselamatan dan kesihatan pekerja gig dan perlindungan keselamatan sosial.
So like this to break it down, essentially I think what they're doing is they're implementing basically like a job aspect to it where you get your SOCSO, you get your it's listed down in the ACTA.
I think
Right.
they just did that because like people kept getting fucked over.
Yeah,
from,
a lot of
from
people
company
getting
not
fucked over.
paying
So
freelancers.
So what this gives, right? The idea of it is basically the social security part, which is SOCSO, right?
Yeah.
For welfare for
course.
gig workers in case of accidents or whatever, right? Like he was saying, he was listing down gig workers must be informed of agreed terms, pay rates, and earnings before starting the work.
Oh,
Right, so
shit.
everything needs to be listed down.
So
right?
it's very it's
It's super
protecting
protective,
the,
right? We spoke about the MACP thing, and I think here's a good thing for Malaysia moving forward with the Malaysian IP doing the transparency for MACP and all these big conglomerates, right?
It's going in the right direction now. Beautiful.
At the same
So
time,
far,
now
yeah.
FINAS is coming out with this to ensure transparency and protection for independent artists, right?
Exactly.
So the discussion we probably going to have in the next episode is what is going to happen in the coming future for labels, right? And is independent artists is the future? Maybe we could talk about that in more deeper. The second thing that they were highlighting, they must receive earnings within the agreed period or within 7 days of service completion.
so it's like a proper.
So it's like
Salary
either
lah,
a
it's like
weekly,
how salary,
it's like
yeah.
a weekly payout, or if agreed terms like 30 days, they have to
Then they got
get
30
their
days
full
to get their
payments
shit
to
together and pay
to
the
get the
artists.
payments to come out,
What
right?
are the repercussions of not following that?
Right, hold on, wait one second.
Okay, wait.
So
go through first.
then they have right to not be discriminated against the work assignments or pay.
What does that mean?
So meaning to say, like if you were supposed to draw a cat and the cat is
A lion.
looking like a lion, right? You cannot discriminate that particular thing. Right. But more it's just a simple example, right? Like basically you get paid for the services that you do. Right? So if you're supposed to spray paint the wall, you spray paint a wall, you get paid for spray painting that wall. right? Or
To
putting artwork on a
simplify
wall,
it, yeah.
right? So and you can't discriminate what you're spray painting. But I think this has terms to it, right? It cannot be political, it cannot be religious or
That's
whatever.
between the
Between the
worker
company
and
and the worker, right? Termination is only allowed for just cause or excuse, right? So legally, this means that just cause is that maybe you and that person would have fought and things didn't go really well. The company can terminate the contract with you, right? Or you terminate the contract with the company, or if the payment is not made, right, and it can be proven that the payment is not made within the stipulated period, they can terminate the contract either way, right? So basically, this is like having a job, like a full-time job, right? So essentially,
They're
so
solidifying it.
so earlier you brought up that
Repercussions.
what are the repercussions, right? So there is a dedicated now. So here's the thing: they are launching a dedicated gig workers tribunal, right? So basically, is like a tribunal for companies that we already have a tribunal where you can go and argue certain companies don't give clearer terms and conditions or whatever you're supposed to win some money and you don't win the money and you go to the tribunal. We do have that. Now we are doing it for these gig workers. So meaning to say, if I'm working with this company and the company doesn't give me what supposedly the services that is provided, they can bring it to this tribunal. This tribunal will sort of dish it out and then decide where to go from there. And this is all legally already. So meaning to say that the gig workers tak tersidai lah, right? So meaning if they tak dapat duit, tak tersidai, they can go, right? There is also a tripartite consultative council, right? So this council is different from the tribunal, right? This council will address issues for payment rates, contract standards through negotiation, hiring entities. Basically, hiring entities like who is hiring you, like if you're a key grip, the producer or the director, whoever that's hiring you. So essentially, all around, they will look at what the standard of paying is,
Right.
right? So meaning to say that dia akan ada certain prices that would allow that range, right? So let's say if you're supposed to earn $500 a day, right, and you calculate based on $500 a day, then they will decide whether it's yes or no, right? And
Right.
basically looking at the average and what it cannot be like, oh, aku nak kau RM50 okay ah, RM50 ah,
Faham?
right? So
Cannot be so simple as before.
it's no more.
Swap.
Yeah, it's no more
Yeah.
word of mouth. Everything's got to be very legal and very terms.
Very
So,
binding.
the last one, priority payments in bankruptcy cases. The gig workers' wages takes priority over other creditors' payments.
Meaning?
Yeah. So meaning to say, if the company loses money or goes bankrupt or applies for bankruptcy, if you are one of the gig worker, for example, a freelancer with them,
Yep.
yours takes priority. Yours takes number one. That means I don't need to pay my other clientele first. I need to pay you first, or the number of freelancers that is there, right? Or investors or creditors or whatever, right? So this is basically, I would say, a very in-depth, movement, right, for the creativity freelance area,
Right.
as well as the independent artists, right?
Right.
So the current chairman, Hans Isaac, right? So he is very, very basically he's the one. It's coming from FINAS, right? So basically, he is the one that's very much pushing this particular bill to be in place, right? So this, I think, here's the thing, right? I think it's somewhere that we're moving forward to with the transparency for the three companies that pay out yearly
Yep.
for independent artists.
Yeah,
Now
my
the
IPOs,
transparency
yeah.
from FINAS, right?
Is it transparency? It's just like security. It's not
Security
transparency.
and
Security and
transparency.
transparency.
Basically, I think they're ticking all the boxes for independent artists.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. If we look at music terms as independent artists, they're ticking all the boxes because right now we spoke about delay at payments at
Oh, always.
concerts, right?
Yeah.
We had an episode on this, right? Now it's like
No more excuses. Like, why is there a
everything
delay in
is
payment?
in a bill, in an acta, right? It's
Right.
not an acta per se, but it's a bill where you have every right to take that specific event company or whatever to this tribunal and say, hey, yo, he's supposed
Where
to pay
my
me
money?
like $1,000, after the event, but he didn't pay for shit. Right now, the independent artist can also demand for upfront payment before the event.
Yeah, betul.
Right. So
Like you said just
generally,
now.
this has to work on trust as well, right? So if I want to hire a boy to do a concert, or Adam to do a concert, right? I can pay you upfront and say, hey, here's $1,000, the agreed payment terms, right? This is the time that you perform. This is a slot, blah blah blah, and move forward, right? Or it can be discussed. Hey, here's 50% upfront. After you're done, 50% after that,
Right.
or 50% within the next 30 days. Right. So there is a possibility of negotiation from the company to the clientele.
This is very good
right?
for independent artists.
It is very
It's
good.
giving them power.
Now, here's the fun part. I want to bring this up. I just thought about it. We can do an episode about it. Would you think that this would be one of the biggest reasons why companies would switch over to AI artists? So make sure you catch us in part 2, where we talk about this again more in depth with what the future holds for the industry. So thank you so much for watching. Peace and love.